Good answer right there.
Good answer.
Good answer.
Good answer. That's not the answer I was looking for, but that's a great answer.
These trainers are doing a fantastic job. If you've got any questions about policies or issues, they will find out what the answer is, or they already know what the answer is. If you want to
The
learn how
answer
to
is-
drive, again, go to one of the trainers. They can set up time to drive or train you on how to drive or become a CDL driver.
But the answer was, as a responsible adult, you should never put your hands on a student on a bus unless they are absolutely necessary and preventing harm to another child. So always maintain calm when a student's out of control, but never put your hand on the student.
Yeah, unless you got
That's a highway remover.
moving the highway.
That is a good one.
What if we're easy?
Yeah.
Okay, talking about some de-escalation, I got to go to a convention that talked all about special needs students, de-escalation processes. I know we should never ever have to say, don't put your hands on a student, you work for a school district. In anger, never ever put your hands on a student or any of their property, no matter what they are doing. Yeah, de-escalation is part of our job and it's part of our learning. One of the things I took away from this convention was that every day you are older than the students and you are wiser than your students. So you got to prove it every day. Find ways to de-escalate yourself first. Anger is the first emotion felt, and it's felt longer and held on to longer. Statistics show that that's the truth. So if you're angry, are you creating that environment on your bus? Are you mad? Are you frustrated? You have to regulate yourself first if you're going to regulate what's going on with your students. So another important thing is do the opposite of what they're doing. If they're yelling at you, get down here in a voice where you can talk to them because they're already escalated. Create that environment. Find out what they're doing. Stay calm is not a de-escalation. It is an escalation. If I tell you to calm down, does that help you? It doesn't. It just makes you madder. It makes you angrier. Every behavior is a communication. If you've got a student yelling and screaming, something's going on. It may have nothing to do with what's going on the bus, but it may have something to do with what happened this morning when on the way to the bus or at school and on the way. And you get to be the receiver of that behavior. So it's important that you have those thoughts beforehand, before you're dealing with the students. You know which ones you're going to deal with. You know which ones are going to push you to the limits. So then you need to have that plan before you get into a situation with them. And never, ever, ever, ever put your hands on a student in anger. If you need help, call somebody to your bus. If you need to go back to the school, you can go back to the school. We will back you up on that. We will come to the bus, we will help you to get to that point where you're that angry. But never put your hands on the students.
Does that apply to the person that's doing the driver or the student? At the anger part? Serious?
Yes.
No, I'm serious.
Yes, yes.
What? What?
But you can't stop a student from jumping off of a bus.
Even if their lives are in danger?
Well, what are you going to do? Are you going to save the one, or are you going to save the 30 behind you? If the student's going to jump off the bus, they're going to jump off the bus. You don't put your hands on them. That's a write-up. That's a call in. They jumped up, they ran out the back emergency door. Your job is the bus and those kids that are on the bus. Don't follow them out there. Okay? Good? Oh, TAC meeting, is November 19th, it's next week, and then there's one in December 10th. If you're new, it is a Transportation Advisory Committee. If you want to know what's going on the workings, if you have an issue with something that's going on in here, and you have a solution, TAC meeting is a great place to come and give your solutions, put your input, and know what's going on. We had a meeting yesterday at May South Middle School with a lot of the people that are going to make the changes with the traffic around there. They're very aware of what's going on over there. So we're in the process. It's gonna be a long process. They said no to signage, but they are going to have some personnel there. So hopefully we'll start seeing some changes in the way that's going over there. That started at TAC meeting. That started with you guys coming to the TAC meeting and saying, hey, listen, you gotta do something about this. Continue to hit your photo buttons, your camera buttons, because I've been emailing a lot of that stuff to our Darren, our superintendent, or assistant superintendent, and they're paying attention. So, yes.
So when we're giving, like, a tag number, look at their back window. Most of them are high schoolers, and they have a student number that is assigned to them from the school.
I can't get that on the camera systems. It has a real hard time focusing on the.
I know when I go by them, I can see it, like when people
Yeah,
are.
so if you give me
can
a
see it.
tag number and I can get a camera and I can get a little sliver of camera time and I can get that tag number, then I can pass that on to the people.
Because I
We're
know
working
that-
on it, we're getting the issues, we've talked a little bit about what's going on at the high school over there too, so we're working on it. If you have one of these on your bus, if these, call them buckle buddies, if you have one of these on your bus and you're using this, I need to know. So stop by, I'm gonna write your name down, and who you're using it with and who you're using it for. I need to know this as soon as possible.
Now, we
Okay.
have a student that has one, but he takes it home, that's okay?
No, I need to know who's using it,
Okay.
and I need to have it written down.
Okay.
So, I'm done.
Is this yours? Sarah, it's yours now. So. I'm not in charge of it, but we're gonna do a mural project here in the hallway with everybody's photos. We've got most everybody's photos through the district. I've gotta send an email to get some more, cause we're missing like the new people and a few of you guys that have been around forever. We don't have yours for some reason. It's mostly just so if somebody new, like if one gets told you need to go ride with, Keith. He may not know who Keith is. That way he can go look on the wall. He knows who he's looking for, or he knows what bus he's supposed to go out to. It just helps, because there's so many of us. I mean, I've been here a year now, and every once in a while, there's a few of you I have to like, what's your name again? Because I don't remember. I know you're one of the Pams, or one of the Michelles, or one of the Tonys. I know all the Tonys, but it happened. There's a ton of you. So I mean, we're gonna have everybody, office staff down to mechanics. We'll all be on there. I guess unless you're just absolutely adamant about not having your picture on the wall. I mean, we won't put it, but you don't count, whatever.
We will draw a crown photo of you if you don't
Yeah.
allow us to put one up.
Yeah,
We'll draw your.
It's not for you, it's for everybody else.
Yeah, we'll have some chalk outline on the wall. So we're in the beginning stages of it, getting everything gathered up. We don't know how big it's gonna be quite yet, but we're gonna have it out there on the wall in the hallway. So if we have to ask you for a picture, if we can't get one provided through the district, we may corner you and stick you up against the wall and take your mugshot real quick. So, but that's mostly for you guys, cause it's, people come and go. So I think it'll help everybody.
Where are you gonna put that?
Hey, Sarah.
It'll be down here in the hallway across from the restrooms, more than likely,
Okay.
so.
Is it gonna be like a bulletin board type thing?
I think we're
Well,
still,
only because I'm a summer paint, and
yeah, we'd like it to be something like that, that way it's easy to pin up and we're not, cause some stuff doesn't stick very well to those walls, so we talked about that, doing another bulletin board or cork board of some sort, just so it's more of a permanent fixture, and then we can swap in, everybody as they come and go, or, whatever, so.
Great idea.
But, the only other thing else I was gonna talk about, I think my name was at the very end, but I'll talk about it now. Shuttle drivers, make sure you're doing your student counts, those are on the pink sheets. All those student count numbers or cards are back there by the back door in that little file. Sub drivers, you guys are on the green cards. You can do like, Austin, he'll drive 3 or 4 buses a week, sometimes more, but he can use
one of those little squares for each bus, and we can cut them apart and file them. We have to keep those on record. So, and then your yellow student sheet, your account cards, make sure you're just using that for one bus. Like if you're subbing, don't use the yellow one. Somebody, oh, I think he's left, so I can pick on him. I had to make like 12 copies one week because he was bouncing around from bus to bus and there were like 12 different bus numbers on his card. So I had to file them in each of the different files. So it's just a little easier if you use one. If you sub on a bus and you see that driver student count card, use it. It's there. Hopefully they have it where you can see it, where it's handy to get to. If not, use the sub card. And then your inspection sheets. Make sure you're putting the dates on them. Make sure you're doing your fluid checks. Make sure you're signing them. I've been putting them on the door going into the break room just because the back door gets clogged with so much other stuff that you guys don't always see it. So I've been putting them on this door over here. I think there's still a couple up there that I don't know who they belong to. So sometimes I can figure out your guys' handwriting. I think Austin was helping me analyze handwriting one day and we figured out 3 of them. It was the same person, but we were literally looking at 7s and 6s and looking at old sheets trying to figure out who this was. It worked, but it took a little while. And we shouldn't have to do that. And if you have a really scribbly signature, like a couple of you do, write your initials, handwrite your name beside it, something. You know, I can figure out your initials if you just do that.
At the top of the page, there's like a little box that's empty. Write your name in that legible. That's what I do.
Yeah.
So if I
Never
forget
did.
to sign it, at least my name's
Yeah,
on it.
yeah, yeah, write your name on the corner up top like you did when you were a kid in school. So,
Didn't do it
easy,
then
easy
either.
peasy, so. But, and then, yeah, QR codes if you need them. I know Chris does them like 1 per sheet. He doesn't use the snippet tool, but yeah, if you guys need QR codes and I'm not around yet, I'm not here yet in the morning, leave me a note on my keyboard or something. Leave me a list and I'll get them to you and get them in your box. So, not a problem. Okay? Cool. All right, thanks guys.
Thank you.
All right. We're almost done.
Oh, yay, finally.
Gotta be quick, gotta be quick.
Write them up, Steve, you're done.
Okay, last week we had a situation in Mesa South Elementary. They didn't want our employees to use the restroom. So it kind of made me mad a little bit. So what I did was I told that bus to come back to our office. This was in the afternoon. Told the bus to come back. They settled the situation, but I got involved with the school. So it's settled. So if you're ever at Mesa South Elementary, you need to use the restroom, go in the same door you've been using. As long as you have your ID, you can get in, okay? So that's done with. You guys, brace yourselves. Radio traffic. I hate to keep bringing this up. Now I'm going to bring up a name. Greg, sir, stay off the radio at the schools, okay? I'm not just making this up. This comes from other people too. No more backing up in the schools, please. Go around, get in the back. The school will find you. Let us know. We'll tell the school. They'll bring the kids to you. I promise they will, okay? So, and the only reason I have to bring it up again this time was we were looking for a kid, and so we're trying to get on the radio to see if this bus has the kid, and all I got is, back up, you got 3 more feet, back up, yep, you're okay, keep backing, and we can't get up through on the radio because we got to back somebody up into a spot, so let's not do that anymore, all right, Greg? So if we have to, think of me and go, yeah, we better not, okay? Guys, radio etiquette, I mean, do your best. Yesterday we had a situation where we were trying to see if there was construction in there, you know, and it ended up being a minute conversation, minute and a half conversation. Call in here, we'll take care of all that stuff for you. That's why Chris and I are here, and Sarah, especially Sarah up front. Sarah's awesome. If you guys have not heard her in the afternoons, most of you haven't because you're not here. She's amazing. Because she talks really mean to me, and then when she's on the phone, she's super professional. She's like, oh, yes, can I help you? Yes, I can do that for you. I'm like, who is that? So, I'm telling you, that's why we're here. We'll help you guys. Just, if you get on the radio, and you can call me by name. I know a lot of people say, don't use me. I don't care. If you need me specific, Tony, I need this. Can you do this for me? I promise you, if I'm here, I'll do it for you. I promise. Okay? You guys want to listen on how to use the radio? Listen to Vivian. Vivian is awesome on the radio. Somebody said something yesterday, and she said, yes, sir.
Oh, that was me.
That was you?
Yeah, I asked her to pull up 10 feet.
It was understood, right? Nothing about the sky's blue and I can't because it's going to rain. Or she just did it. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. It all works out good, okay? So now I'm going to be nice. This came to me yesterday from Tony. One of our new employees, Juan Jaime, where are you at?
Thank you.
Okay. So the way I understand it, Tony, correct me if I get it wrong. One of the kids had lost a tooth, right?
Yeah.
So is that, losing a tooth to a little kid, is that important to that kid?
Yes.
Maybe more important than us, right?
Yes.
So they got on the bus and they looked for it. Looked and looked and looked. Couldn't find it. You know that kid's going to be devastated when he gets home because why?
No kidding.
No tooth fairy, right? So new employee, Mr. Jaime, gets back on the bus on his hands and knees looking for this tooth and finds it inside one of the cracks of the bus. Not only that, now we can't get the tooth out because it's in this crack, right? He tries all kinds of things to get out. Nope. And what did you come up with?
Tape. Piece of tape on a pencil.
Piece of tape on a pencil to get in that crack and get that tooth out, right? So what do you think about that kid? Did that make his day, you think?
Yes.
Right? A little extra, we went for super sunshine and rainbows unicorns, right?
He didn't get it.
Huh? Yeah, so Tony just said, Juan didn't even get to meet the kid because they had to put we had to use, by the way, yesterday, for you guys that don't know, yesterday was pretty crazy. I'm going to get into it here in a little bit, but Juan, and it goes for a lot of you guys. Vern, I don't know, is Vern still here now?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys are amazing because we had to, brand new employee, hey, welcome to Maze. Hey, we need you to drive this bus. Big bus, right? And he was cool and calm, okay, what I need to do. So he didn't even get to meet the kid that he saved the tooth because we had to throw him on a bigger bus, and he was great. So kudos to Mr. Hammond. So here's the reason we had to put him on another bus in case a lot of you don't know. And I'll get into this a little bit. Guys, don't play hero when it comes to you, because what's the most important thing of our aspect of us? It's the kids, right? We're doing the best we can for these kids. So yesterday we had a driver that called in and was having a little incident, right? And so we decided, Chris and I decided, we're going to take him off his bus. It was the best thing for him. So if you're having something like, I don't feel good, I don't remember where I was at, I'm hurting for some reason, and I don't care if it's mental, emotional, or physical, if you're having, it doesn't show a sign of weakness. I think it's a sign of strength if you can recognize it and tell somebody. Trust me, we'll get someone to come drive your bus. If we have to, we'll double kids up on it, because all you guys are awesome. You guys will pitch in and take the kids for them while we figure this thing out, right? So that's where Jaime came in. Mr. Jaime came in and was able to drive that bus. Chris jumped in, rode as a parent on the bus, and I was able to get our driver to the emergency room. Okay, so it'll all work out. But please, 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 if you're not feeling well, man, let us know. I don't want you driving. You know, I hate to keep saying, my mental state is my kids. You know, I hope you guys think like I do. They're my kids, so I don't want someone driving my kids and they don't feel well, right? Does that make sense? All right, cool. All right, this one's not pleasant. So, you know, I do, and I say it with the utmost sincerity, I love all of you guys, I really do. But if you're not happy here, right, for whatever reason, if you're not happy here, then I say it with the utmost respect, please find something else, okay? Because we're trying to create an atmosphere here where everybody enjoys being here, right? I mean, Kathy has busted her butt to get these raises for everybody. When I started here 5 years ago, the pay wasn't that great, but you guys were awesome. So it was cool to hang out here, right? Now the pay is really cool, and you guys are not that, no, I'm just kidding. And you guys are still awesome, right? So, I just don't want someone that doesn't want to be here poison everybody else, right? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So if you're not happy, please, you know, I'm the one that helps with all the hiring. I'm expendable too. So if I'm not doing a good job, Kathy will get rid of me, right? So I'm just saying, guys, if you're not happy, please, I think everybody here is okay, but if you're not, please don't bring everybody else down, all right? All right, that was a bad one. Okay. So, guys, because it's November and I'm such a kind person, November's the month of Thanksgiving, so I want to give thanks. So how many people have been here 5 years or more? 10 years? 15 years? 20 or more? See? So that right there tells you, I mean, golly, I know Carl loves me, even though he calls me some choice words. I know you love me, Carl. But think about this, guys. You know, I hear that, you know, this is not a good place to work and all that stuff. I mean, Carl is here. You know what I mean? Carl wants to be here. Vernon, I dragged his butt out of retirement, and he loves it here. You know what I mean? So there's people here that, I mean, Kevin, geez, you know, he's here. People want to be here. Miss Pam wants to come back to us. This is a good place to be, okay? So I want to thank all of you guys for being here. And I know Kathy tries really hard to keep this thing happy and good-spirited, but I'm telling you, if you're a cancer to this place, I probably am going to seek you out myself. So, okay? That's all I got. Great.
He loves you, that's what he meant. All right. Deb had to step out, she's got a sick kiddo. I think Tammy, you might be the end of our line.
I'm the end of the
Bringing up
line.
the rear. You're our caboose. I did not do that.
Okay. It's supposed to be nice, I'm trying to be really nice. Okay, so we've had a few things come up, and I'm in the benefits committee now that I go to the benefit meeting, and I found out some information that anybody that works for US 266 can use this program. You do not have to be on our insurance. I think a lot of people think we have to be. So if you need something, a service, and it's here, and I have some flyers I'll give you guys, but if you're feeling overwhelmed, or you have stress, anxiety, depression, grief, loss, you need assistance with child and elder concerns, a lot of us have parents at that age, you can call them, they'll give you some guidance, legal or financial questions, and have concerns about substance abuse for yourself or a dependent. And this EAP is also can be used for your kids. So I'm going to leave a flyer up here, so if anybody needs that, it's available. It's not all bad. I mean, I have.
Bus drivers don't deal with stress.
We don't have no stress in our life. All right, so we have a defensive driving and first aid class scheduled for January 6th because y'all don't come back to work till the 8th. So we're doing it on the 6th. We wanted to do the 7th, but the hall was taken, so we're doing the 6th. Okay? So it'll be first aid 8 to noon, due in January. These people have to be there. Okay? 8 to noon. Defensive driving, 2 people need to be there, or they need to get with Joy, because I think she's having another class somewhere else that you can attend. But January's right around the corner, holidays will be passed. So get your stuff done early so I don't have to nag at you. Okay, and if you're a new employee, make sure you attend if you don't already have it. So if you're new here, be sure and attend these 2 classes. Okay, next page please, thank you, I'm very good. All right, driver's license. These 2 up here, I really need their driver's license copy. It's expired. These down here are friendly reminders, holidays are busy, we all get busy. This is clear through the end of the year, everybody needs to have a driver's license to me. Okay? Everybody got that? I'm done. That was fast.
Okay. That is the conclusion. Like Tony said, this is the time of the year we need to, what?
The safety.
Everybody sign in on the safety meeting?
No.
Go to down here. We are thankful for you guys all the time. We're super thankful for you this month. We appreciate everything you do for us and for your kids. And I guess we'll see you back in here for Final Friday next week and food.